Hello, hello. Hi, everyone. It looks like we have a lot of viewers coming on in. My name is Nicole Vidza. I'm one of the recruiters at Cambrian College. There's a few links in the chat. If you have any questions, we're going to leave them till the end of the presentation. I won't be able to see you guys very much, and you probably won't, but you'll be able to see me the whole time. Thank you again for attending. I'm so excited to present to you the Cambrian experience. And like I said, if you have any questions, to leave those until the end, and I'll do my best to answer them in the chat. But as far as it goes, I'm going to get started. So you can head to cambriancollege.ca/register if you are on a device. That'll allow you to stay in the live stream and then go ahead. But again, you can do that after the presentation too. So I'm going to share my screen with you guys. I have about 45 minutes to get through the presentation, and then we'll leave it to questions at the end. I'm a bit newer to this platform, so my best. A bit of a delay on your end. Okay, so thank you guys so much for attending my webinar. I'm just going to get started, and like I said, all questions can be answered at the end. And if you have any extra questions about the program for me, there's going to be a slide with my contact information on it and my team's contact information on it. So you can feel free to email me after the presentation or send me a text message. I'm always here for you. I literally normally, when I'm not giving a webinar, I have my phone attached to my hand. So we are going to do our best here. And like I said, there is a chance to win a $50 Amazon gift card. At the end of the weekend, I'm going to be drawing for a chance to win that $50 Amazon gift card. So if you want to head to cambriancollege.ca/register and select the CCUF or College and University Fair, then fill out the form and you'll be able to register and hopefully get a chance to win. I know that there have been a few registrants already, and that link is also posted in the chat. And if you do apply to us, or if you come to our open house, there is a chance this year to win a $10,000 scholarship. And you can find out more about that at the open house, or if you have any questions specifically about that, then you can ask me. So without further ado, I'm going to welcome you to the Cambrian Experience. My name is Nicole Vidza, like I said. I am actually a Cambrian alumni, so if you have any specific questions about the student services that we offer or about the media communications program, I came from public relations, which is now the media communications program, so I can speak on that in length and a lot of other programs that we do offer. So being an alumni, I think that the Cambrian experience means getting to be in a community full of like-minded people. You get to come to us, choose the program that you want to be a part of, and of course you'll be surrounded by like-minded people and new friends, some teachers who are connected to industry, and hopefully some new mentors who can help get you to where you want to be. I would not be sitting in front of you guys today if I didn't come to Cambrian and if I didn't have all of the experience that I did. I really did love them so much that I just had to come back and tell you guys all about it. So there are over 24 colleges in Ontario, and we are located in the beautiful Sudbury, Ontario, which isn't necessarily the largest city or college in all of Ontario, but there are 6 colleges in Northern Ontario, and we are the largest of the 6, located in the largest city, like I said, the beautiful Sudbury, Ontario. I'm also a born and raised Sudburian, so if you have any questions about the area, I'm all ears. I love talking about Sudbury. And So that puts us at about a medium-sized college, which makes it to offer over 90 dynamic and leading industry programs to over 4,600 full-time students all over the world. And like I said, I am a Cambrian grad, and I'm really, really proud to be one of the 60,000 alum working all over the world. We do represent over 45 different countries on campus, so we are a diverse, global, and welcoming college. Like I said, we are located in the beautiful Sudbury, Ontario. We are kind of a big little town. We are spread out and pretty large. There is something for everyone. I think that the Sudbury difference is no matter where you are, people are always friendly and willing to give you directions or just say hi. I personally live near downtown Sudbury. I'm about a 10-minute walk from my favorite walking trail, which is the Bell Park Boardwalk. And on my way to the Bell Park Boardwalk, I'm about 5 minutes away from the Sudbury Art Gallery. And if I wanted to go the other way, I'm about 6 minutes away from my favorite restaurant, the Laughing Buddha, which is a locally owned restaurant. And like I said, if you're into the arts, if you're into outdoor activities, or just about anything else, even if it's sports, we have a huge sports following here. We're home of the Sudbury Wolves and the Sudbury Five. And we also have our student Chad here, who is going to chat a little bit more about the things that you can do around Sudbury and around Cambrian. So not only are all of those things that Chad mentioned available to do in Sudbury, but like I said, was born and raised in Sudbury, and I don't think that I really knew about everything that was going on until I got involved in Cambrian's community. And we are a community, not only does Cambrian care, but the Sudbury community is very tight knit, and we do care about everything going on. There are numerous festivals and concerts to take part in as well, including Jazz Festival, Cinefest, and the Northern Lights Festival Boreal. Whether you want to attend or volunteer and get involved, there is so many things to do. And like I said, the difference between and a lot of other institutions is that Cambrian does care. We have some small class sizes that you can take part in. Coming from a bigger high school, I mean, I say bigger, like our graduating class was maybe about 200 people. For me, our class sizes were around 20 to 30 people, depending on what class we were in. And at Cambrian, I felt really comfortable because on average, we have about 22 students to one professor, which allowed me to really connect with my teachers, get the individualized experience that I needed, and fine tune all of my skills. Like I said, I would not be sitting here in front of you guys today, virtually speaking to you on Cambrian College, if I hadn't have gone myself. And I really did receive support throughout my program and after graduation. It was actually one of my mentors, who is a teacher here now, who sent me the job posting. So you come to college to get a career, and you can come to us and fine tune all of your skills in order to get the best education possible. We are the education, business, and health hub for the North in Sudbury, Ontario, and there are so many different industry connections that not only our professors have, but we have employer connections at Cambrian in the community that will help get you to where you want to be. Our connections make our practical work experience a bit easier. So if you are in any one of our programs, you'll have a capstone project, a placement, a co-op, or special assignments to get you the hands-on skills that you do need in order to be in the field of your choosing. So every one of our professors will help get you to where you want to be, because they not only come from industry, but they have outside classroom opportunities, whether you're in the arts or skilled trades. Uh, we go to Skills Ontario every single year, and that's an outside classroom opportunity where you can showcase your skills, and Cambrian students usually win. We've brought home over 50 provincial medals, 10 national medals, and one from the World Skills Competition. So whether you've heard of that, students do compete at the high school and the college level, and we go down in a big sea of burgundy. And I've been to Skills, and really our Powerline program brings home, when I was there, they brought home a lot of medals, and it is one of 4 Powerline programs in Ontario. So of course we're one of the best at it. And not only that, if you're in business, you can head to our Ontario Colleges marketing competition, or if you're in graphic design, we do compete at RGD Ontario and win. And you can get paid co-ops as well if you are in the trade. So there are so many different options. And in the arts, or even in computer systems technology, our teachers will bring in uh, guests for workshops, and they can speak on their experiences in the field too. And I know that actually in the arts, you will get a different project from an outside teacher every single week in some of the programs. How to use the career guide. So if you do want a copy of the career guide, because I like a physical copy myself, that is an option. I'm going to show you how to send that to yourself. We also have the career guide available online if you want to save a tree. So we're going to visit cambriancollege.ca together. And I guess I could guess. cambriancollege.ca/programs. And we're going to scroll down. We see our fortune cookie here. Your future starts now. I hope to get some Chinese over the weekend, and I know some great local restaurants around town to help with my craving. But right now I'm craving the career guide. So we're just going to let that load. And what you'll see here is a PDF copy of the career guide. And I'm going to just switch back on over to this tab for a second here. Hopefully you guys can see it, but you can view the guide or download the guide or send yourself a copy. One of our awesome colleagues will send you a copy of the career guide, and you guys can flip through it if you'd like. So at the beginning of the career guide, we have a few things here just about Cambrian, some of the things that I told you. And then there's a whole section within this PDF copy on how to use the guide if that is something you're interested in. It's not going to zoom in for me. Oh, yeah, here we go. And then there are some quick links here. You can, like I said, we have everything from general studies to skilled trades training, and we're going to get into that a little bit more very soon. A little bit about us. At the beginning of the career guide, it kind of shows a little bit of things about Cambrian. And get into the nitty gritty, we have some general arts programs here, and some pre-programs are sort of highlighted in the area too. So we have pre-health sciences and we have pre-trades. And those are pretty great if you want to get into our limited enrollment programs like Powerline or Bachelor of Science in Nursing, for example. And maybe you don't have the grades and maybe you want to enhance your skills that way. There's business. And my favorite part of the career guide is actually at the back. So yeah, the program essentials. This is my favorite part of the career guide because it shows you all of the admission requirements to get into the program of your choice. So we'll use animation as an example, or actually game design because that's one of our newest programs. We have game design here, required English 12U or C. And then for animation that I was going to use as an example before, animation, English 12U or C, and it also requires the submission of the portfolio. And you'll see that there are some recommended courses in some of the sections here. So in this section, because we're in the arts, it does recommend credits in visual arts and or media arts, 11 or 12M, or sorry, 12M or C. But those are only recommended. So what's required to get into the program of your choice is where it says required there. And then if it's recommended, it's just going to make your life a little bit easier. I'll even show you guys an engineering, technology, and environmental studies program. So for chemical engineering, a little more requirements here. English 12U, Math 12U or C, and then English 11U or 12U or C. And then again, there are those recommended courses there, a Physics 12U or C, and then an MCT 4C Math. However, like I said, not necessarily required, but it would make your life easier. So we'll head back to the presentation, and these are the program areas, everything from general studies to the skilled trades training and everything in between. We have, like I said, over 90 programs, and I do truly believe there is something for everyone out there. And if you don't know which program area you belong to or that you want to take, then we do have live info sessions. There is a daily live tour every single week. So if you can't make it to us in person for an on-campus tour, because we are doing those again, which is so, so exciting, but you can come visit us virtually. We do have a virtual open house coming up that I mentioned, and I'm going to mention that a little bit more later. But we do have those live info sessions. We also have something called Spark Your Search, and you can turn the career model on its head and maybe think about jobs or your possible future career as more of a passion and a challenge that you want to solve as opposed to a job title. So there are so many different live info sessions. You can also meet with me or one of my colleagues for a one-on-one advising meeting, and you can schedule that with me. Like I said, I'm going to be giving you my contact info at the end. So I sort of talked about limited enrollment programs when I showed you guys the career guide, but we'll start with the open enrollment programs first. So for open enrollment programs, students do not compete against one another for seats in the program. There are usually as many seats as there are applicants. However, we do recommend that you apply for that equal consideration date of February 1st because we have seen these programs fill up. Our limited enrollment programs, a bit different. Students are competing against one another for a seat in the program, and our benchmarks are going to come into play here. So there are only a limited number of seats, and there are a larger pool of applicants. Every year we have a benchmark. So our benchmarks are presented here for our programs that are limited enrollment. You'll see Bachelor of Science in Nursing, Dental Hygiene, Medical Laboratory Technology, Medical Radiation Technology, Paramedic, and Powerline. I'm going to use Powerline as an example. We have our grade 12U English and grade 12U Math or C. That is a requirement to get into the program. If you average those two prerequisites out, then you get your benchmark. A benchmark is for that program is 85%. So you want to make sure that you're applying with the best grades. If you can try and aim for a higher than an 85 next year, then that's amazing. Like I said, if not, then, or if you do and you just don't get there, we have the pre-trades program that you can also apply to. So if you are applying to one of our programs, you get to experience them in your own way. In my opinion, we have always been a really advanced college. When I was in school, before studying moved to a virtual format, there was an online and virtual study option. Way before we had to move to that in order to get everyone their education. We had the opportunity, in my program at least, to go back and review our recorded lectures later, which only helped me enhance my notes. Now we offer micro credentials and we also offer different start dates for your program. So every one of our programs has a September start, but now there is also January and May starts. And if you're coming to us and you've already received a credential before, whether it be at university or at college, if you have an advanced diploma, a regular diploma, or even a bachelor's degree, then you're able to come to us and get a grad cert. Graduate certificates are usually 1 year, and you do need to have a previous credential. However, you're able to come here, experience it your way, and those ones even start in times like November, July. We've had a few different intakes this year, so come experience your learning in your own way. And there are unlimited pathways to your dream career. I'm going to use myself as an example again. I took the 3-year advanced diploma in public relations, and now I'm well on my way to getting my degree in communications at Athabasca University. I didn't have to go to an online university. There are over 750 different articulation agreements with Cambrian and other institutions all over the world. So at Cambrian, for example, I could have gone to Australia or I could have gone to BC, but I wanted to stay in Sudbury, stay close to family, and stay at the college and be able to work here and complete my studies. So again, it is learning in your own way. You are able to sort of accomplish your goals in any way that you see fit. And we make sure that you succeed because we've been in the business for over 50 years. And not only do we offer awesome things like free tutoring through our learning center, student success advisors, we also have a career center. And I was sort of talking about co-ops and placement opportunities earlier on in the presentation. Our career center is going to make that very possible for you through our employee partners, through our previous placement opportunities, and they're always searching for more. For myself, I actually graduated in 2019 and I wasn't working at Cambrian for the entire length after I graduated. I had a different job and we actually had one of our placement students there. And from that placement, I helped them get hired at a print shop. So one of our placements and uh, our students are usually in the best hands with our placement opportunities. And the Career Center helps our students revise their resume and their cover letter and helps them get the interview. And then they'll help them practice for the interview too through our My Career portal. I truly believe at Cambrian you are not just a number. Your student number is how you access your My Cambrian portal, but we know your name and we love to help you. And there are thousands of opportunities out there, and we want to make sure the right one gets into your hands. So there are also opportunities for employment throughout the college, and I used to be a student employee as well. So there are so many different things available on campus, and we do want to ensure that your safety is our number one priority after your education. We do have campus security who will even walk you to your car. We know that it's getting darker outside right now, and if you aren't feeling safe, maybe you left here at 1 a.m. after studying for a long time, you can head to our security desk and they will actually bring you to your vehicle if you're feeling unsafe. Aside from all of the other supports that we offer, we have the Glen Crombie Center for Accessibility and Wellness, and it is the largest center of its kind in North America. There are several different um, activities that they have for wellness. They also offer short-term counseling as well as career counseling, career assessments, and accommodations for testing. So also, if you have an individualized education plan and you had that in high school and you want to transfer it over onto at college, you can register at the Glen Crombie Center, and it's better to have it and not need it than to not have it and need it in the future. We have our Wabnode Center for Indigenous Services, and I myself have been educating myself on Indigenous culture because I found out that a part of my family was born on a Saskatchewan reserve. So I get the opportunity to connect with elders and take part in drum circles or full moon ceremonies uh, when I choose to. And you don't need to be Indigenous to take part in any of these workshops or activities that are offered. There's also the Learning Center. So I mentioned free tutoring. This is where you would get that done. I actually excelled in Excel because I was able to have a free tutor, and you get 3 hours per course uh, per week when you are getting a peer tutor. And all of the services have moved to a virtual format, and so you can get that done for free. There are a variety of different academic resources available to you guys, and we also have workshops not only for note taking and time management, which is something that I'm always trying to improve on even after graduation, but we know that it is a bit of a virtual world and the platforms are different for everyone, and they're going to help you navigate things like Zoom, Moodle, which is the platform we use to give you guys your notes or presentations or study materials. And we also have a My Cambrian, which, like I mentioned before, is your portal for absolutely everything. And if you don't know how to use it, you can always pick up the phone, either call us or call the Learning Center. But we have a team of people here who have the answers for almost everything. And if we don't know the answer, we're going to get it for you. But you can use the chat function on our website. You can email us at info@cambriancollege.ca. Like I said, the Cambrian difference is that we do really care about you, and we want to get you to the answers as soon as possible, to get you studying, to make sure that you get to where you want to be again. And not only are all of these services available, but the Learning Center is a free service that you can use. You can use the library and have rentals there. The Career Center is a free service, and you're welcome to take part of that. You're welcome to take advantage of that after you graduate as well. I had the Career Center look at my resume after I was an alumnus, and just bridging on that point, Cambrian's education is affordable, and we've given away over $1 million in scholarships and bursaries. We have student awards available, and take it from me, sometimes you only need to fill out a form, and I won $800 when I did. I still don't have the heart to tell my parents because I went to a whole award ceremony and I didn't want to say I just filled out a form, but if you are a student, I believe you are in financial need regardless. And we'll even show you how to navigate your OSAP application. So the Ontario Student Assistance Program is available to students who maybe can't fund college on their own and need to take out a loan, but it is a pretty affordable option for most students. And take it from me, I've recently had to fill it out for university. So again, you can either call me and ask me a question about that, or you can talk to our financial aid office. We also have a residence that is steps away from your classes, especially if you're in a trades program. You're really, really lucky because you could wake up and genuinely just get to class on time. If your class is at 8:30, then you could wake up at 8 and still get there on time, even with the full face of makeup. Trust me, I've done it. And if you're also walking distance away from grocery stores and other entertainment things in the area. We are located in New Sudbury in Sudbury, and there are so many different things available for you guys there. And I actually have a map to show you after I show you these videos of dorms and townhouses. So there are two different residence styles. So there's a dorms, which is a 2-unit, and then there is a townhouse option, which has 5 other people living in the unit with you. So I always get this question about which one would I prefer, and I personally, I don't really know. I think that it depends on the person that you are. For me, I probably would live in dorms because there's only one other person I needed to deal with, but townhouses is a great option too because you get a full kitchen. But I'll let the experts tell you about their experience in dorms and townhouses.
Hi, folks. Sorry about that. It looks like we lost Nicole for a second here, but we'll just give her a second to join back into the presentation. And while we're waiting, I can put a couple links into the chat as well, just to view some of their programs and the Cambrian Virtual Open House.
All right, guys, I think that I went down for a second there, and I'll try to go ahead and share my screen again. Of me. We'll go back to the presentation. That was just a little bit about our residents and what to expect if you did move on campus and you can. And here is a map of around us. So you'll see that there is so many different opportunities to entertain yourself. Not only will you be able to take part in events happening on campus because we have a large student life, but around campus, there's a lot going on as well. I did mention that you were really close to groceries and some entertainment, but one of my favorite restaurants after the Laughing Buddha is P&M's Casino, which is nearby too, and there's a few different local restaurants nearby as well. If you like pizza, Topper's Pizza is amazing. And there's other pizza options too. There's a pita pit and much, much more. Again, I am from the Sudbury area. If you have any questions about that, especially about food, I can definitely help you out with that one. Like I said, we do have a very large student life. So our Cambrian Indigenous Student Circle is partnered up with our Web No Day Center, and they have Indigenous-based events. Not only that, but we have our main Cambrian Student Council. They're your voice on campus. They'll help advocate for you. Not only that, but I've mentioned that they bring you to a variety of different events. I I think it's really exciting. They really want you to experience as much as possible. If you head on into our Student Life Center, not only can you get some of the best quesadillas in Sudbury, in my opinion, but there is a ping pong table there. They also host different events, like they've had video game tournaments in there, candy stations, and much more. Not only that, but they take you guys to places like we've chartered buses and they've gone to Toronto. There they host our Frosh Week, and we've had rock climbing and other events as well. So there's so many different things to do on campus. And then we have our Cambrian Athletic Association. They're pretty much in charge of anything athletics. We have 4 varsity sports on campus. We have our badminton, cross country, running, soccer, and volleyball. If you're not into varsity sports, then we also have intramural sports too. So not only that, dodge from anything from dodgeball to cricket, and you can also suggest a club or a sport on campus. So for clubs, you would go to our student council. For suggesting an intramural sport, you would go to our Cambrian Athletic Association. If there are any Harry Potter fans in the crowd, I have seen them have Quidditch. No, I don't know how that works, but I can certainly find out for you, or maybe you want to start that yourself, or if you experienced it. If you're in the Sudbury area and you don't necessarily want to do any sports within Cambrian, or maybe you meet friends at Cambrian and you want to join an organized sports team, there is the Sudbury Sport and Social too, and I didn't learn about that until I came to college. And I think that I also played dodgeball and flag football, and there are so many different options available through that too. If you like what you heard and you want to come visit us in person or virtually, we have year-round campus tours. Right now, you can, like I said, message me or any one of the recruiters, and they would be happy to help set up an in-person tour for you. We do have something called Student for a Day. I actually had a student who was in high school locally shadow me, and she has now also taken the public relations program, moved on, and is in her career too. So sometimes it's just a really good way for you to get an idea of what program best suits you. It's kind of like uh, take your kid to work day, but take your peer or a student to school day. You can also join us virtually at our fall open house, which is happening. It's coming right around the corner on November 13th. We also host March break tours, and after March break tours, we always have our spring open house too, which is happening on April 9th, 2022. I mentioned those virtual live info sessions. You can have a one-on-one advising meeting with me or any one of my colleagues, as well as the Spark Your Search presentation that happens every so often. And we have a Find Your Fit event happening at the end of November too. That's happening on November 25th. So join us there. And now for some important things, how to apply. There is a $95 non-refundable application fee through ontariocolleges.ca is how you would apply. You could apply to any 5 programs at any 5 different colleges if you really wanted to. You're allowed to apply to 3 different programs at any one college. Like I mentioned earlier, if you wanted to apply to something like Powerline or Bachelor of Science in Nursing, but you don't meet the grades, then you can take 2 out of the 3 choices and apply to pre-trades or pre-health, and then your 2 preferred limited enrollment programs. Some important dates coming up. I mentioned that equal consideration date of February 1st, and you really do want to make sure that you're applying by that date, especially for those limited enrollment programs. If you're applying past that date, you could be waitlisted. And our offers of admission, something new for all colleges in Ontario. November 1st, you could get offers of admission, and that's for the open enrollment programs. Our February 15th offer of admission date would be for limited enrollment programs. And if you're coming to us, it is so important that we, first of all, congratulations if you do get an offer, but it is so important that we do know that you're coming by May 1st in order to welcome you guys properly. So like I said, we have our virtual open houses coming up. Fall open house is right around the corner. There is a chance to win a $500 Amazon gift card at that event. And you can also find out how to win a $2,500 technology package if you head to that link that I've posted in the chat. Our spring open house again is happening on April 9th, 2022. I mentioned this technology package, and you can also find out how you can win $10,000, which is the most money we've ever given away. That would have paid for literally 3/4 of my education. So if you do end up applying to us and winning the scholarship, you could you could actually win most of your tuition and have that paid for. So that's a huge opportunity. I've given you guys some reasons why you should choose Cambrian, and I'm going to play this video and show you why some of our students have chosen Cambrian too. So come join the Cambrian community. But like I said, those are some reasons why our students chose Cambrian. I've given you a lot of reasons as to why I've chosen Cambrian. So please, please, please come and say hey. My phone number is 705-988-3392, and my email is there as well. If you guys would like to write it down, nicole.bisa@cambriancollege.ca. You can also email our info at Cambrian College email. To clear that inbox out every 24 hours to get you guys all of the answers that you may need as quickly as possible. And we're also on social at Cambrian College for Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and LinkedIn. Like I mentioned before, the difference for Cambrian and any other institution I've heard about or even go to now, we have a live chat that is manned by either myself, my fellow colleagues, or some of our student representatives. So we will get you the answers as soon as possible, and you can ask them live. So that is a really good option too. You can head to cambriancollege.ca/programs if you need to learn more about our programs. And like I said, do not be shy to say hey. We have so much time to help you guys get to.
I'll open the floor up to any questions now.
I see that there is a lot of questions in the chat.
My dream school. I'm so happy to hear that. I hope you to join us soon.
Oh, we have another Nicole in the chat. Cool. I want to. Nicole, I'll definitely get back to you on that one. I'm not sure about the requirements for that. That would probably if anyone is international in the group, I can send you to international at cambriancollege.ca, and they would definitely be able to best assist with those type of questions. I am a domestic recruiter, so I mostly recruit within Canada. Does European candidate have to submit all high school transcripts when applying? Oh, you guys gave me 211 claps. Thank you. And there's 27 of you. Thank you guys so much for attending. Again, I really appreciate it. Does European candidate have to submit all high school transcripts when applying for the course but haven't received the high school diploma yet? To Tamara, who asked this question about 7 minutes ago, if you're still here, then you would have to get your high school transcript assessed either through IELTS or WES. And again, I'm not super confident in how all of that process works, but we do have a fantastic international team. We were actually, not only are we the second highest rated college in Ontario for graduation or employment rates after graduation. We're the second highest after Fanshawe, but we are actually voted number 1 in international interest. So that is really cool. Our international department is amazing, and they could help you out with that. Do you have any program in biotechnology? We have a medical radiation technology program and a medical laboratory technology program. Those are two limited enrollment programs that we do have available, and we have a couple of different programs available in health sciences too. So if you're interested in any of those, again, I highly recommend emailing me. I'll put my email in the chat as well in case you guys didn't get a chance to write that down. Sometimes I talk faster than I think. So here you go. And then I'll also write down my phone number. If you guys are within Canada, you can text me for sure, 705-988-3392. Thank you so much, Preya, for all of your help. Peter, again, this is going to be an international question. There is a question from someone else named Tamara, and it's in Spanish. I don't understand Spanish completely, so to me it looks like you're interested and you want some more information. So feel free to email our international@cambriancollege.ca email. I'm just trying to see if I missed any questions here. It doesn't look like I, yeah, it doesn't look like I did. If you guys do have any other questions, feel now. And we have about 8 minutes left. And again, thank you guys so much for attending today. It's been really great talking to you about something that I love and that I get to do and talk about every single day. So please feel free to ask me questions here, or like I said, use my email or my phone number, and we'd be happy to help you out with anything that you might need. And if you do want to learn more about our programs, you can head to cambriancollege.ca/programs, and they're all listed there. Every single program area that I mentioned today has its own sort of area, and then all of the programs within that program area are listed. And I'll actually just quickly share my screen before we end today's chat. And I'll sort of just show you, about how to get to the career guide, how to send yourself a copy, how to view a copy online to save a tree. But all of those health science programs are available here. There's skills trades training, engineering technology, creative arts, music and design, community services, law and justice, business and information technology, safety and environmental studies, general studies. So like I said, I do believe that there is something for everyone. And if you wanted to even get more detailed on our website, you can take a look at every single one of the programs that is offered. And we'll use that Bachelor of Science in Nursing as another example here. What I really like to do is go to view complete program details, and you can even, all of the information about the programs are here. You can contact the program coordinators. That's listed on the website too. What you need to get into the program, all of the admission requirements